Welcome to the absolutely mystical world of Placetown. Placetown is a large, sprawling adventure just waiting to happen. Here, allow me to go ahead and join our heroes. All of our heroes coagulated in the center of the pub. Everyone who is playing the game, please do that. It is then when the heroes first met each other for the first time, and they, at this point, exchanged their life stories. The hero guy decided to speak first and introduce himself.
Hello, I am a hero guy. Yeah.
Absolutely dumbstruck by the magnitude of his presence. The other characters, the other heroes, shuddered in fear as the one named Cupcake introduced himself in response.
Hey!
Excellent RPG.
The voice, didn't you?
Excellent RPG.
Hey! You gonna keep up with the voice?
Do you want me to?
I mean, you can.
It's up to you.
If it's something your character does, then by all means.
Yes, as he then begins to understand what it means to be an individual and not just a character. It is then when the one named Cupcake absolutely takes a bow, and the hero exchanges. It is then when they turn to the third figure as he introduces himself in return.
Hey, I'm the swordsman. I do a thing with swords, and I'm man. So yeah.
Wow.
Hello! All of you need to stop talking and pay attention to me. I
Yes,
am the
sir.
great tutor of Oriel. All of you are about to embark on a magical quest. It is important to know, Cupcake, look at me. It is important to know, hey, dude, same clothes, man.
Well, one of you is gonna have to change, and it's not me.
Cupcake, we're in the same. I am the great tutor of Oriel. It is important to know you are about to embark upon an absolutely magical quest. Beyond this realm is a great power that you must obtain for frivolous riches and great powers beyond your comprehension. But in order to obtain this, you must embark on a quest, an entire. It's about a mile that way, but. But overall, if you embark on this quest, not only will you obtain these powers, but you will have discovered the true meaning of friendship or something to that effect. It's really what you want to make of it, really.
Okay.
Okay, says the great hero guy, as he then immediately decides it would be best if he explored the room looking for clues or potential helpers who could assist them on the quest. Perhaps even if they were to do this, they should find weapons, money, power, and many other things to that effect. And with that, my good friends, I take my leave. It's about to get exciting. Goodbye.
Goodbye, the great tutor of Oriel.
Bye.
Okay.
All right, guys. So at this point, just go ahead and explore the pub. Find out maybe if there's some information you could learn about this great power before you embark on this quest.
Whose turn should it start out with?
It would go in the order that I originally had it. So it would go Hero Guy, Cupcake, the Swordsman. So it would be
Okay. So, I shall talk to Gary from accounting and ask him to alter the numbers in my favor.
What exactly would you like to say to Gary?
Hey, I heard you're an accountant. Mind switching around the numbers to get me a little something? Slowly turns.
Gary looks at you. He immediately starts combing his beard with his fingers as he sips his gluten-free tea. He looks deep into your eyes and says, alter the numbers. Interesting. Let's see. I'll just have to roll the dice. It is then when Gary looks up to the sky, speaking to the great deity-like entity that controls the world, and politely asks him to roll a d20 to see how well your favors will turn. He decides that you roll an 11. It is then...
He decides.
He decides. He decides...
He decides. Oh.
Like, I just decided that he rolled an 11 instead of actually just rolling an 11.
You rolled an 11 out of the 20. It is then when the world begins to shake while the deity builds you an item.
Oh boy, the self-awareness. That's almost palpable.
The number
Gives you a
11.
weapon called the number 11. With 11 uses, with a maximum damage of 11, and an 11% chance for it to even work.
Wow.
Okay, that's pretty bad, but I'll go with it.
Gary from accounting smiles at you, deciding maybe you would want to exchange that. You know, like give it to someone else. I hear that the wizard from the stone cliffs of Arizona might have a mythical weapon for you.
Okay, now it is Cupcake's
But now
turn.
it is now Cupcake's turn.
Okay, here we go. I talk to the wizard. And,
What would you like to say to the wizard?
I don't know. I ask him if he knows of any weapons or tools that might be helpful in a journey.
I'm sorry. One moment, sorry. Any tools or weapons, you say? Yeah, that's quite fascinating. Well, I would happen to have an item. Just let me quickly just find this in my pocket.
Hey,
yes,
Sam,
one moment.
Can I point something out?
Oh, just one moment, good sir. It's not... Well, I mean... What would you like to point out?
I think that's a woman.
Excuse me? and now we never mention it again. Alright. Alright, so,
Very burly woman.
nothing much. Alright, let me quickly think. Yes, so I do believe I have an item. So it's this right here. You can have it in exchange for one other mythical item, if you would happen to have one.
Would you like
We
the
do.
number 11?
The wizard stares down at the two number ones held together by a brace made of metal or some other mythical mythical material as these two numbers glow within their hands while they look down upon it. A great fire pulses within it as they understand the great potency and the power of the number 11. I will take this item. Thank you very much. The shooty gun is yours.
Thanks, stranger.
Maybe not that voice anymore.
Okay. It gets annoying, I know.
Hey, hello, yes, hello. Are you here? Are you adventurers? Are you adventurous?
Yes, I guess.
The man ran up to you. His long brown robe flowed behind him while he took off his hood and stared deep into all of your eyes. He says, I am the great herald of the bush. The great bush, the mighty bush, the center of our reality, the sole purpose of our existence is being threatened by a villainous set of robbers and the dark captain. You must defend it, and in return you will obtain the bush's power. But I see here that only one of you has a shooty gun, and one of you just lost the number 11. So I would like to say, if you would like to take a little mission for me, say, there's a figure in the forest up north, and if you are able to outsmart him, beat beat him in a game of wits, he will reward you with powerful weapons and materials that will permit you to go find and restore the bush. What say you, travelers?
Hi.
Okay.
Sure.
Was that a sense of unsureness that I heard in your voice, young man?
No.
You want to step up to me? I have a whole whopping nothing I could use on you.
You have insulted me. You have insulted me greatly. You have insulted the bush. No one insults the bush. I just sprayed like saliva all over my desk. No one insults the bush. For
Things are about
this,
to get messy.
Well,
For
I guess
this.
it's better than insulting the bush.
the alchemist of saltiness. Here's his name. Did I hear something about salt?
Why did you make him Southern?
Well, is there something wrong with the way I talk? I have you know I'm actually from the moon.
Okay.
The moon.
The moon has salt?
The moon is nothing but salt. Haven't you seen it? It's just made of white powder.
Thought it was nothing but cheese.
Oh yeah, it's salted cheese.
Salted cheese.
It's
That sounds like
some
a great
mozzarella.
idea.
It is then when the herald of the bush walks up to the alchemist. How dare you insult us, and how dare you intervene? The cultist then he takes out his hands from his robes with his long sleeves, and his fingers begin to burn with light, and he blasts the alchemist of saltiness dead in his chest. The alchemist of saltiness falls down dead on the ground. The herald of the bush stares deep into the swordsman's eyes. You are a swordsman, then fight me.
That's a felony.
This is an axe.
Yes, and that's a corpse. We're also standing in a bar.
You also gave me an item that does more damage than your maximum health. This
It
was
is
not
that-
a good choice.
It is then when the swordsman brings his axe back and slams it down on the herald's head, dealing a missed. Oh, you missed.
Dealing a
Dealing a nothing.
The axe swipes past the herald's head as he dodges it. It's interesting because this is the herald knew that you were a swordsman and therefore were unable to accurately use the axe. And it's also it's also then when the deity of the game whispered into the swordsman's ear saying that he should probably drop his axe on the ground so it can be replaced with a less OP weapon.
No.
Ignoring the words of the gods, the swordsman cleaves the herald of the bush's head clean off.
For 62 damage.
The herald, the god gives him a less powerful axe anyway.
That we'll never use.
Someone else can take that.
In which case, I'm changing the name.
I am satisfied.
Well, you know now that he's gonna throw us hard balls from now on.
Yeah, I gotta have to. Here,
No, you don't.
here, you should just
The stick of pokey poke.
have the stick of pokey poke.
I guess I'll take that because I'm the only one without a weapon.
All right, well,
Everybody
that-
else has a real weapon while I have a stick.
pokey poke.
It's
Well,
better
yeah.
than the whole nothing.
While the
Special
alchemist
stick.
of saltiness and the herald of the bush lay dead upon the ground, used to remember his words. You should indeed do right by the great bush. Hey, did somebody talk about the great bush?
Are you one of his followers?
Can we
No, I hate that place. But you know what? You guys should take that bush. You know, you should take it for yourself and use it for money. Whose turn is it? Hero guy, it's your turn. The paladin of the distant place walks up close to you, saying, "You should truly, truly go after this bush. I hear there's great riches involved. In fact, I'm willing to help you. I could come with you. I could be of assistance. All that I ask in return is one piece of gold."
Ha.
Of which we do not have at the moment, but we will get back to you, good
Searches the
sir.
Bodies.
I will search the Herald of the Bush.
Isn't it awesome how the god plants things in place that force you to explore the mechanics of the game?
Whoa! What is this? I can't handle it.
Oh, mechanics of the game that you chose,
Oh.
to be exact.
No question.
Don't question it.
Don't question it.
Oh, I
You're gonna
accidentally
end our lives in an instant.
Yeah, look what I did to the alchemist. All right, anyway, I mean, look, with the herald.
That was the Herald of the Bush. I'm scared of what you can do to us.
Yeah, I can raise. Okay, so, the hero. It is now their turn to do an action to the Herald of the Bush, his headless body.
I search his pockets for gold.
You search the Herald's bloody pockets while his head just kind of sits upside down across the room. Digging through his pockets, you don't retrieve much, hardly at all, but you do manage to find half of a gold coin.
Half.
It is
How this happened, we don't know. But, hey,
half
it
of a gold
works.
coin. Half of a gold coin. It is then when the hero decides it would be wise if he recorded this information on his notepad.
That's correct.
No.
It is then when it becomes Cupcake's turn. He looks at the second body yet to be looted.
I do look at it.
You gaze deep at the corpse of the alchemist of saltiness. Would you perhaps like to roll for how well you look at it?
Yes, I would. I would like to know how well I look at this said corpse.
The god rolls the dice to determine how well you look at it. You go legally blind.
Well, great.
I'm assuming that was a critical fail.
That was a wonderful critical failure. But even still, I give you. You do begin to. It now becomes the swordsman's turn, as he walks up to the yet to be looted alchemist of saltiness.
Yes, I would like to loot them, please.
Looting the alchemist of saltiness, you manage to obtain the second half of the coin.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it to Hero Guy.
The paladin of the distant place slowly walks up. I smell gold.
I hand him the gold.
She takes the gold from your hands.
Listen, Mario.
I am now your follower. I will follow you. I am now your follower. I will follow you forever.
Delicious.
Wonderful. The paladin of the distant place progressively follows the hero guy as they are now best friends forever. It is now when they decide it is time to head north to find the great bush and claim its powers as their own.
Okay, let's go.
All right, let's go.
Yay. Hold on, I need to wait.
Cupcake goes south.
I am legally blind.
You are no longer legally blind. I unpronounce you this.
Okay.
Let's go.
Oh
Let's
god.
go.
Okay.
Oh, stop! How dare you! Do not enter my forest! You walk back to the source of the sound.
Too late.
I am Simeon the obligatory first encounter outside of the pub. I would like to tell you that the quest that you have chosen to embark on is a terrible decision. I have touched the bush, I have seen it, and I must let you know that what it does is absolutely terrible.
Is,
Staring at
There
you.
was a bush that just disappeared in the distance.
He raises his hands as he begins to rise with the powers of the bush. He stares down upon you as his great bush begins to float around you. He stares deep into your eyes with his two eyes, raises his hands and says, I will not permit you to pass. Hero guy, it is your turn, I believe.
I shall attempt to lower him from his bush using the stick of pokey poke.
Using the stick of pokey poke, You lunge at Simeon the Obligatory, striking him down. The bush fades and disintegrates, while Simeon falls down to the ground.
Well, that was easy.
He whispers to you. You shouldn't touch the bush. You shouldn't have come. You should have stayed in the pub with literally nowhere else to go. You shouldn't have taken this quest. For the great evil that looms at the end of this adventure will make you suffer for what you tried to do. Simeon fades, shakes, and disintegrates.
Wonderful. Let's continue.
A bush grows in his place.
May I?
Bush.
Let's touch the bush.
Roll to touch bush.
Yes, he said
Roll
we
to
shouldn't,
touch
so
bush.
So we
Roll
should
to-
touch the bush.
You
This isn't the right bush.
you rolled a 15. You touch the bush quite well, but not exactly perfectly.
Alright, I'm satisfied.
You satisfy both the bush as well as yourselves.
Oh god,
You
okay.
come at a crossroads. It is then when you make a decision. Should you head to the south or head to the north?
I'd like to point out there's a chest
You
in
mean
the corner.
east
mean
and
the-
north?
That's the east. That's not south. It's the, you know what I mean.
There's a
I
chest
I
here.
say. Oh yeah, chest.
Oh, chest.
It would be Cupcake's turn. Cupcake looks at the chest. Yes.
I attempt to open the chest.
You attempt to open the chest. You barely manage to open up the chest, but you do manage to retrieve an entire 5 gold.
Woo!
Write that down in your notes.
I'm going. 5 gold. Boom. Alright. Crap.
Delicious. Maybe we should head to the right as well. Or head
Yeah,
to the
you
right
mean
after
east?
that. Yeah, east. That is correct.
All right, and you head to the east. You head to the southeast, or the south, the south right. It is, you enter a strange
My
room.
eyes.
A strange room. A creature covered in armor, holding a massive pearl lance in the center. I am the great Disco Knight, and if you want to leave this room alive, you must face me.
Then we shall face him.
Let's fight the
The Disco Knight looks like you're not intimidated by that at all. Like I've been practicing for like.
I
It's been a
mean,
while.
man, you only have 35 health. So I mean, not to be offensive or anything.
Excuse me.
I mean, I'm sorry, but.
You have something you'd like to say?
You're half dead.
I'm a little self-conscious about my hit points.
I'm sorry. You don't need to be kissing me.
Box him in.
As anyone, the Disco Knight swings his sword, slamming it into Hero Guy, dealing a whopping 17 damage, more than staggering him to the ground.
Well. Oh.
Okay.
It's Cupcake's turn.
I shoot at him.
Maybe you should. Are you going to abandon your friend?
Well,
He just needs to walk it off. He'll be fine.
yeah, he'll be fine. He can walk it off.
Would you like to roll to make Logan walk it off?
Yes. Yes, I would.
Roll to inspire.
Roll to inspire. What are some say an inspiring speech to our fallen hero?
Oh, get up. You can do it. Okay? Tomorrow you said yesterday.
Your words flow like silk, silk from pearly lips.
Hold on, I would like to point out that he said tomorrow. You said yesterday.
Your inspiring words fall like silk into the hero's ears, and he begins to shudder and shake while he springs back.
Your inspiring words murdered another innocent person.
Your inspiring words. He does.
He's fine.
I have nothing for that. I'm sorry.
Are you gonna fix the paladin, or is that actually?
I'm fixing her now.
Yeah, you rotated her at least.
Walk around. Walk around. Walk around.
Oh god, I should fix that.
The disco night begins dancing. Truly, the disco has begun. It is true.
The disco night is pleased by this.
The disco night is pleased by this. I can't.
She's taking a nap now. She went from being dead to taking a nap.
Somebody punch her to bring her back to life.
You can click damage on her.
Shouldn't. Yeah.
You can damage her for 0 damage.
Or 9.
No,
No, this place disintegrates as we decide to just make another one.
The paladin in a not so distant place.
Meanwhile, the god is doing that. You guys should fight the disco night. Everybody fight the disco night.
I shall fight the disco knight.
This is going so well.
I'll fight.
Go for it.
I have the crazy axe.
Wielding the crazy axe, you slam it. Or, jeez. Okay.
That was a little gung ho there on the voice.
Gearing up together, you all stand together, and you yes, gearing up together, you all stand. Together, you all charge the disco knight with your weapons, cleaving it dead, dealing 46 more damage than physically necessary.
Yay!
I shall search the disco knight.
Searching, you keep cutting up the disco knight's body because you are sane people.
Since we killed the disco knight, can we get the disco pike?
Yes, one moment. I will give you the disco pike. What I've seen
Oh, hi, you're back alive.
Hello there.
Paladin. Oh.
Paladin done with this. Nice.
Searching the night.
Stop cutting the body.
He's literally like, you have you refuse to believe that he's dead. You just keep cleaving it into his body with the axe and the gun. They're just parts of him just scattered across the room.
It's getting dark.
Is there anything left to search? I don't know. Let's roll for it.
Search the pool.
There isn't. There's nothing left. You can search the pool of blood. Who would like to search the? Whose turn is it? It's Sorensen's turn.
Sure.
So you search the pool of blood.
Yes.
You dipping your hands into the pool of blood. You sift around, trying to find anything of use, anything at all. You manage to find something that you believe could be of worth. You aren't sure, of course, but maybe it could make a good trading token of sorts. Out of this thin pool of liquid, you retrieve a giant diamond.
Oh.
Ah, blood diamond indeed, and I probably also found a couple diseases, but don't worry about it.
Yes, actually, you
You now have hepatitis C.
You found hepatitis.
You found, dipping into it, you also found, 1 second, actually.
Just don't take it too far.
No, I'm not. Here we go. You also found a, oh, shit, that's the wrong thing. You You found a hard-to-spell disease!
Yay.
-5.
Wow, I have 10 of 5 health.
You found physical form. You now push forward. Push forward into the world. Well, the god lowers your max health.
Make the Paladone or Paladun come with
Paladun.
us?
I'm making him follow you. Go for it. Yeah, go for it. All right.
Cool.
I'm Pala. Done. This.
You know, it just occurred to me I could have just chosen not to take the the disease.
Die.
Halt! The bush cultists stand upon their mighty bush and stare down upon you. This is the garden of the bush. It has been overrun by bandits. Are you bandits? Says one of the cultists.
No, we have come to pray for the bush.
The other bush cultist looks down upon you. Pray for the bush.
We wish
Retrievable.
the bush well-being.
These
These are dark times, indeed.
They turn to each other.
You know, you can rotate the
Full
other
360
direction.
before breaking.
Don't worry about it. You shouldn't let them pass. Not if they truly wish to. If they truly wish to pray to the bush, they would have brought something as tribute.
I have brought tribute. It is a giant diamond.
You could. It's like a giant diamond. We have no need of such frivolous things.
You have no idea. This diamond is huge.
Would you like a hard to spell disease maybe?
Yes.
How about a dead
Try
body?
it. Try it. Try it. Try it.
Here, would you like a disease? Take it from me.
Jenny, get over here. This is incredible. The cultists are distracted by the hard to spell disease that you just ejected from your form, replenishing you back to your normal health, by the way. And you, it is then when you decide to take advantage of this and slip past into the garden of the bush.
Let's go.
This is a pretty dead garden.
It is then when you see the garden around you. Three hooded figures approach you, knives and weapons drawn. They've come for the bush, one of them says. We shan't let them pass. Why don't we want to let them pass, Philip? Because they're protagonists. We can't let them progress. That's our entire purpose. Why don't we're not antagonists? We're people who steal stuff. No, you're a person who steals things. I'm a robber. It's cooler. Robber. Anyway, the robber turns to you, stares at
While
all
they
of you.
argue amongst themselves, we leave.
Roll to skip fight.
Just leave.
You
It didn't work.
you rolling a critical success. You wander past the arguing. But it is then when you hear right before you enter into that room, you hear a voice shouting back at you from behind, while the robbers go into a corner and start fighting each other. I don't know. You return back to the main area quickly for story.
Story. Hello, robbers.
Help! Screams the cave person from the cave. There's a thing happening back there. There's a thing. There's a thing. Do it again, Cupcake. There's a Cupcake takes aim and kills
Shoot him in the kneecap.
As you all charge into the cave, you enter a strange laboratory.
Saints, I don't think he's sane.
Is
No,
this
he's
area
definitely
lit?
not sane.
Oh wow! Hey guys, why are you in my lab?
Is this-
Where'd the doorman go? Did he just let you in? Like, what's going on?
I mean, I
Like-
think he went on break or something. I don't know. what
Yeah.
Oh,
happened.
I get you. Okay.
He
Well,
wanted to take a nap.
you want to take a nap? Well, I mean, he's not like supposed to let anyone in, but like, I mean, like now that you guys are here, and I can't really.
I
defend
really had to
myself.
pee.
I mean, like, I can show you the bathroom if you want.
Yes.
Okay, it's down here. Come on.
I'll just wait here and take a look at his bush.
We take an intermission. we,
I'll
we,
take
can,
a look at his bush.
we can cut this out.
Yeah.
All right, no. Okay.
Okay. Is the
It would be.
he's imaging that it's over here. Anyway. Oh, so well, now that you guys are here, so I'm Sane Scientist, and my first name Sane, last name Scientist, and this is my lab. So I've been doing a lot of research on the Great Bush. This is my model, and I like from all these ancient tomes, like I've discovered like a lot of things, you know. And one of the important things I've discovered is that this is exposition. You don't need to be here. Charging out of the cave, you run back up to the great to the great pantheon in the north. There stands in the middle the great villain. And
Boss, Mr. Evil Batty Bad.
he slowly approaches you. Why are
I
you
am
here,
a very
guys? Hey,
public-
guys. Hey, so guys, why are you here? This is my room. This is my space. This is my special space. You are not supposed to be here. Okay? I worked so hard, okay, to secure this bush, and you guys are just taking that from me, taking it immediately. Cupcake shoots at him immediately.
Can I topple a pillar over on him? Pillar. Can
You
I
wanna roll?
topple the pillar?
You want to roll to topple pillar?
Yes, please.
Alright, you roll to the top of the pillar, pushing into the pillar. You can't quite make it. It shudders. The pillar shudders slightly, but it doesn't quite manage to fall on top of him. Nor does it lose its grip on the floor. Perhaps if you tried it again, or perhaps if someone else helped you, the move would succeed. Perhaps it is now the hero's turn.
I shall attempt to assist him with pushing over the pillar.
You assist him. The pillar immediately begins to shudder and to quake as it begins to fall down.
Smacking him.
Smacking him. He falls down upon the boss, dealing a whopping 15 damage.
Wow.
Which
Wow.
is more than
It
most
just
of
fell
your
on his
weapons.
foot.
Because it lands on his foot. Ah! Screams the boss as you smash.
We just invaded this guy's room, interrupted his conversation. Christian shot him, and we pushed a pillar on his foot. I would like to remind you that we're heroes. We're the
Destruction
good
of the room.
guys.
Before he even stops talking, you have shot him and toppled buildings on top of his foot. Jeez, okay. It is now.
Why are
It
you
is-
doing this? Because we're heroes.
It is. Cupcake, it's your turn.
Will somebody help me attempt to push this pillar?
Yes.
Maybe the
let's
paladin.
Push more pillars.
Maybe the paladin helps.
The paladin
Yes, the
assists
paladin.
you.
The
You
paladin.
you managed to push the pillar ever so slightly forward, getting it into a better pushing position, but it doesn't manage to topple over.
Way
It
to
is
go,
now-
paladin.
It is now Cup. Whose turn? That's
The swordsman.
Swordsman. It is your turn.
I'm gonna ask him a question.
Swinging your axe at Mr. Evil Patty Bad, you slam into his head, dealing.
Jesus.
Well, that's a lot of damage. Dealing that.
That's irrelevant me.
Mr. Evil Patty Bad shudders backward. Ah! He pulls his half of a foot full away from the shattered pillar. Ow, ow, ow. What is wrong with you guys?
Don't let him get away.
That's what?
He pulls out a sword and swings it wildly, dealing 3 damage to Hero Guy.
Ow.
Upon having his belly literally mostly split open, Hero Guy whispers, "Ow." All right, it is now is now Cupcake's turn.
Alright. I'm gonna finish this guy off, pal.
Taking aim at the shooty gun, you miss. The bullet grazes past him. He jumps back in fright at the sound. Ah! And he comes back.
He temporarily shoots to the other side of the room.
It is now my turn.
Yes.
I shall use the stick of Pokey Poke.
Using the stick of Pokey Poke, you graze past him as well. Mr. Evil
guy's
Batty Bad.
The boss of
He
dogs.
raises his hands as he begins. His body is infused with magic.
Actually, I think
His
it's just becoming infused with the floor.
His body is
I don't know if anyone else saw that.
as the light is sucked from the room. He stares upon all of you.
He's having trouble, man.
He stares upon all of you. No one shall defeat me. No one shall take the bush from me, for I have already sampled its power.
Can I kick him in the leg?
Kick him in his already wounded leg.
Yes, please.
You can roll to kick him in the leg.
Yes.
Okay, I'll put him down for a second. Roll for
Just interrupt him again.
you. You kick yourself in the leg.
Was it the same leg
It was
that
a-
kicked
it-
as?
I like how kicking myself in the leg did the same amount of damage as getting cut open with a sword.
It was a rather potent kick.
Yes. So it would seem.
Absolutely. Alrighty. Thinking all hope might be lost, the hero looks up at the boss once more, deciding to take action.
Wasn't it Cupcake's turn actually?
Was it? Probably.
It's complete.
Yes.
I don't
Because
remember
Parker
his scenes anymore.
interjected.
That's right. Okay, Cupcake, then it's your turn. As
All right.
You think that there might not be any hope left.
I yell at the power done with this to do something.
You yell at the paladin. The paladin begins to. I have an
Probably a
idea.
critical failure.
It is then when the paladin looks at you, her eyes full of determination and hope. She then raises her hands and says, "I will gladly give my life for this world and for everything in it." And she, in a flash of light, disappears. And
What?
and is replaced with. There we go. And in her place, a small item lands upon the floor. In the silence of the room, you gaze upon this item, not entirely sure what it could possibly be. Picking it up, its weight is true. Its form is pure, and you know that this will be the item, the tool that brings you victory. Picking up where she left off, you see the great Palagun.
Probably done.
I take it, and I proceed to shoot the Palagun at boss.
Taking aim at the boss, you fire. The boss falls down through a pillar.
Don't worry about it, it's normal.
In a great warbling flash of light, the world returns to its normal hue. As you progress forward, perhaps there is treasure beyond the door. Perhaps there is hope. Perhaps your great journey has finally come to the end. The door slides
You
open,
can't be that lucky. Okay.
Bush.
and in the center of a room made of pure gold is the great bush.
I would
You
like to
stand.
touch the bush.
Roll to touch bush. You touch the bush. It is everything. It is all. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, our great to a close. The three heroes line up together while Cupcake shoots the swordsman half dead. Cupcake shoots Hero Guy completely dead. It is then when the swordsman decides that he should probably defend himself. But while he's doing that, Cupcake shoots him again. And then Cupcake does it again. And then once more, he misses. It is then when our two remaining heroes as Cupcake misses as he tries to shoot himself. Thank you for watching, everyone. Please buy our game.
The end.
The power of the bush. May the power of the bush be with all of you.
I already stopped recording it.